Hello everyone, this is Aaron Johnson with the Johnson iRacing team, bringing you a race today from Charlotte Motor Speedway. We're going to be watching the 13th week Street Stock Series here on iRacing. The 13th week cars are completely adjustable, so we see a little bit faster lap times and a lot more hard racing here at Charlotte. This is on the 1.5-mile track. We're going to walk through the starting lineup here. Starting in the 18th position is the 18 car of Travis Parrott. Starting 17th in the 58 car is Aaron Johnson. Aaron Johnson will show up on your screen as car number 17, but he's running the 58 Steve Sims Tribute car that's sponsored by Austin Marine Service. Starting 16th in the number 16 Cap Salvage car, that's going to be Daryl Humes. Starting 15th in car 14, the hot pink Snap-on Tool Chevrolet, Tina Martello. Starting 14th in car number 13, the Haviland Chevrolet of Adam Stoltz. Starting 13th in car number 12, the Rusty Wallace tribute car here. It's a Kern Child's Tire Camaro that Wallace ran in the late 70s. It's got the number 12 superimposed on Wallace's 66 today. In the 11th spot, that'll be the blue and green number 11 street stock of Kenny Cross. Starting in 11th position, the red and white 9 car of Tim Weldon. Starting 10th in the SSR Chevrolet, that is Keith Lay. Starting 9th, the green and white Camaro of Troy Martin. In the 8th spot was supposed to be the car number 6 of Mitch Davis. Mitch did not make the starting grid in time, so he will have to start the race from the pits. Starting in 7th, that's the Wonder Bread car, number 5, driven by Chris Noble. The 6th starting spot goes to the Dunham Engineering car of Don Oatman. Starting 5th in car number 2 is the Peak Antifreeze Chevrolet of Ruben Keogh. The 4th starting spot goes to the Fury Jegs-sponsored number 1 car of Keith Patty. Starting 3rd was supposed to be Brian Gedesi. Brian also missed the starting bell. He did not make the grid in time, so Brian will have to also start from the pits. In the 2nd spot, starting front row outside, that's the 15 California Tourism car of Shane Hood. And starting on the pole, car number 10, that is J.R. Scalf. Let's pick up the action here. Scalf leading them to the line. Let's see if we can't get a bird's eye view here from the blimp cam. We take a look at the field as they come out of turn number 4 now. The pace car should be ducking off in just about any time. Pace car now onto the pit road. Scalf leads into the green flag, and we're off racing now. J.R. Scalf leading the pack. A little bump there. The 7 getting into the back of the 5. Got a little action further back in the pack. Let's move back here and see what we've got. That 13 car going to get awful close here to car number 8. 13 and 8 touch now. Down to the inside, that slams the 8 car into the inside wall. The 13 car also goes around. 66 car and the 58 car narrowly missed that spinning 13. Back up to the front, J.R. Scalf leads him down the back straightaway now. Scalf with about a 8 car length lead over the 2 of Ruben Keogh and the Shane Hood in the 15. Into turn number 3 now. Scalf brings the car down onto the bottom line. Keogh in 2nd, Hood in 3rd. 5 car of Chris Noble now in 4th. Top 5 rounded out by Don Oatman. They come into the trioval now. It's Scalf, Keogh, and Shane Hood. Let's see if we can't get a little better view of Ruben Keogh here. Keogh leading him now out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Keogh looking to the inside of J.R. Scalf. Keogh now side by side. They go into turn number 3. It's going to be Keogh on the inside, Scalf on the outside. Behind Keogh, Shane Hood giving Keogh a little bit of a push, and it looks like Keogh's going to have enough to take the lead from Scalf here as they come out of turn number 4 into the trioval. We've got a spin back there, spin back in the corner. Can't tell who that was. Looks like it was probably the 16 car there of Daniel Hume spinning. It looks like we've got 2 packs right now, a 5-car lead pack followed by 3 cars just behind them. A little bit further back, Tina Martello and Aaron Johnson and Travis Parrott probably running in a 3rd pack. This front pack's where the action is right now. Ruben Keogh with the lead, J.R. Scalf 2nd, Shane Hood 3rd, down the back straightaway here on lap number 3. Keogh leads him into the corner. The 5-car Chris Noble right up against the wall, just as high as he can go without actually leaving the speedway. It's a long way back now to Travis Parrott, Tina Martello, and Aaron Johnson. Really here we've got 7 cars that are in the running for the lead. Lap number 4 now. Into turn number 2, around and out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. It's a 5-car breakaway for the lead with the 9 car of Tim Weldon and the 7 of Troy Martin running nose to tail trying to catch this lead pack. A little further back now, it looks like Aaron Johnson and Tina Martello have kind of gotten nose to tail here. They're 5.5 seconds back of the leader though. Don't have a lot to see there. On the front straightaway now, heading into the tri-oval, it's Ruben Keogh, followed by J.R. Scalf, Shane Hood, Chris Noble, or Don Oatman and Chris Noble rounding out the top 5. It looks like Tim Weldon in the 9 and Troy Martin in the 7 have closed now. It looks like they've closed to make this a 7-car lead pack then, with Aaron Johnson and Tina Martello running back in 8th, although Johnson and Martello now have closed about 0.3 of a second on this lead group. So Johnson and Martello seem to be the dynamic duo back there, the fastest cars on the track. But at 5 seconds behind with 15 laps to go, don't know if they're going to have enough time to make their way to the front. Back with the leaders now coming into the tri-oval here to finish up lap number 5. It's Keogh up front, followed by the 5 car of Chris Noble, the 4 of Oaten, and the 10 of Scalf, the 15 of Shane Hood rounding out the top 5, with Tim Weldon and Troy Martin trailing along to make a 7-car draft for the lead. On to turn number 2 now, down the back straightaway. Keogh on the inside, followed by the 4 of Don Oatman, 5 of Chris Noble trying to go it alone up on the top of the line, as the other 6 cars in this lead draft seem to be lined up nose to tail. Well, it looks like Scalf may try to go up. No, he's going to stay down on the low side now. They come out of turn number 3 into the tri-oval. Still Keogh with the lead, the 4 car of Don Oatman second. Chris Noble now has fallen back to 3rd, running that outside line, followed by J.R. Scalf and the 15 car Shane Hood, with Tim Weldon 6th, Troy Martin 7th. Johnson and Martello now have close to 4.8 seconds, consistently running faster laps than those lead cars. Just don't know if Johnson and Martello are going to have enough time to catch this lead pack. Down the back straightaway now into turn number 3, it's Keogh, followed by the 5 of Chris Noble and the 10 of Scalf on the inside. It looks like Don Oatman's been shuffled up out of the groove. Oatman now on the outside running the high line here through the tri-oval, as it's Keogh, Noble, Scalf, Oatman. A little bit of a gap now has formed between the 9 car of Tim Weldon, the 7 of Troy Martin, and the 15 of Shane Hood. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. 5 car looking high on the outside, maybe thinking about trying to make a pass of Ruben Keogh here on the outside as they go into turn number 3. May have a little drafting help from a lapped car here in front of him now. Keogh and Noble side by side. Scalf gives Keogh a little bit of a push through turn 3 and through turn 4 out onto the front straightaway now. It's Keogh, Scalf, Noble, Oatman, and Tim Weldon's made his way up to the top 5. Johnson and Martello now have closed to within 4.5 seconds of the lead. With 11 laps left, I just don't see how they're going to have enough left to catch this lead pack. Troy Martin and Shane Hood have fallen off the pace ever so slightly. They're back in 6th and 7th. It's a 5-car breakaway for the lead here on lap number 9. Down the back straightaway now into turn number 3. It's Keogh, followed by Scalf, then Noble. Tim Nelson looks to the inside of Don Oatman. Now Tim Nelson's worked his way up to 4th place now after starting out in that 10th spot. So Tim Weldon looking very good. Scalf looking to the outside now, back to the inside of Keogh as they come out of the tri-oval. Keogh down into the corner, followed by Scalf. Noble takes a look to the outside. Tim Weldon sticks it down on the inside line, and Don Oatman follows along as well. Down the back straightaway, it's Keogh, Scalf right on his back bumper. The 2 cars touch just a little bit on the back straightaway. Scalf back to the inside now. Boy, we've got a little bit of action here. It's the 5 car of Chris Noble to the outside. Tim Weldon sticks to that inside line, slides underneath the 5 car of Noble, and out of turn number 4 they come onto the front straightaway. Keogh still with the lead. Scalf second now. Tim Weldon looking to the inside is trying to make a move for 3rd position that would put Don Noble in 4th, and the 4 car of Chris Noble in 4th, 4 car of Don Oatman in 5th. Johnson and Martello now have closed to within 4 seconds of this lead group. We are at the halfway point. Johnson and Martello 4 seconds back. Consistently the fastest cars on the track, but just not fast enough, it looks like anyway, to catch that lead pack. Car number 2, Ruben Keogh, continues to run out front. Woo! J.R. Scalf gets 2 wheels off under the blue line. The car gets very, very loose. Scalf's going to lose the lead pack here. Scalf's going to lose the lead pack. We're going to go to Ruben Keogh now. Ruben Keogh in the lead, followed by Tim Weldon, Chris Noble, Don Oatman. Scalf going to drop all the way back to the second group here, still running in 5th place, followed by Troy Martin, Shane Hood, Aaron Johnson, and Tina Martello still 4 seconds back here with 9 laps to go. Ruben Keogh leads them into turn number 3. It's the 13 car. That's the Haviland car of Adam Schultz. He's a lap down. Adam Stoltz is a lap down here. He leads the field. Keogh leads the field here to the green flag to start lap number 13. Lap number 13 here. Keogh on the lead on the inside. Tim Weldon moves to the high side, followed by Oatman and Noble. Looks like there might be a little action back here. Let's go back and take a look. Yes, it is. Johnson has caught that second group. Now, he's already passed J.R. Scalf. This car has been a rocket ship on rails all afternoon. The quickest car on the track by far. Now, Johnson closing in on the 7 car, Troy Martin, turns underneath, makes a quick, easy pass. It doesn't look much easier than that. Johnson now taking the 5th position now. Johnson will be in 5th place. Don't think he's going to have enough to catch those leaders, but that car has been the class of the field all day long. Let's go back up front now. Keogh on the inside, followed by Noble, Tim Weldon on the outside, Don Oatman on the inside. It's a 4-car race. The 13 car of Adam Stoltz now giving a little drafting help to the 9 of Tim Weldon as they go down into turn number 3, and then out of turn number 4 onto the front straightaway here into the tri-oval. It's going to be Keogh, Noble, Weldon, Oatman, and then Aaron Johnson now running in 5th position. Johnson only 3.5 seconds back. He's gained another half a second on the leaders with 6 seconds here to go. It's going to be Keogh, Noble, Weldon, Oatman. Too bad Johnson doesn't have a few more laps. That car has been really good all day long. Looks like we might have a little bit of action here. Car number 1 and car number 16, that's the one of Keith Patty, the 16 of Daniel Hume. Those 2 cars running side by side. Looks like they're racing pretty hard here in front of the leaders. I'm not sure anything good's going to come of this. These 2 cars racing really hard. And for what? Tail end of the lead lap. What's going on here? I just couldn't tell you. Let's go back up front. We've got Ruben Keogh up front. Now we've got Chris Noble on the inside. The lapped 13 car of Adam Stoltz staying up high. It's Keogh, Noble, Weldon, Oatman, 1, 2, 3, 4. Johnson now 3.3 seconds back. Oh, there's a crash. Car number 1 hits the inside wall, slides up, hits the outside wall, right in front of the leaders. Oh, it's going to be a terrible crash, a terrible crash. Takes out Keogh, Noble, Weldon, Oatman. It looks like Weldon might have made it through. He's involved as well. Let's ride along with Weldon. Here's Weldon. He's the only one of the leaders that made it through, and Aaron Johnson is now within spitting distance of the lead. Johnson has closed to within 1.1 seconds here. 4 laps to go. It's Weldon on the apron, right on the blue line. Johnson right behind him. Does Aaron Johnson have enough time to run down the 9 car of Tim Weldon? They go into turn number 2 now. Weldon brings the car in. A little bit on the high side. He's about a car length up from the groove. Snuggles the car down just a little bit. He's now right on that blue line. Johnson behind him. The car, a rocket ship on rails. It's been the fastest car on the speedway all day long. The only question is, are 3 laps going to be enough for Johnson to be able to catch Weldon and make a race of this thing? 3 laps to go now into turn number 1. Weldon brings his car in. Johnson closes to within about 12 car lengths. Weldon right on the blue line. Comes out of turn number 2 onto the back straightaway. Johnson closing still 10 laps now, or 10 car lengths now. Weldon below the blue line trying to break the draft. Johnson right behind him. They go into turn number 3. Johnson now closes to within 6 car lengths. Johnson 6 car lengths behind Weldon in turn number 3. They go through turn number 3, come out of turn number 4 into the tri-oval. It's Weldon in the 9, Johnson in the 58. 2 laps to go as this time by. It's Weldon right on the blue line. Johnson closes now to within 4 car lengths. 4 car lengths separate Weldon and Johnson. 2 laps to go here in this 20-lap feature race at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Weldon now on the blue line. Johnson snuggles the car in right behind him. Now 3 car lengths separate the 2. Weldon out of turn number 2 onto the back straightaway. 2 car lengths between Weldon and Johnson. Johnson tucks in right on Weldon's back bumper. Uses the draft as they go into turn number 3. Johnson's there. Johnson's right on Weldon's back bumper. They go into turn number 3 now. Johnson looks high. Weldon closes the door. Johnson turns to look low. Weldon closes the door again. Johnson moves to the high side. They come out of turn number 4 onto the front straightaway into the tri-oval. It's Weldon on the low side. Johnson on the high side. There is 1 lap to go here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. You couldn't put a piece of paper between those 2 cars. They come into turn number 1 now. Weldon on the low side, Johnson on the high side. Weldon sticks the car right on the blue line. Johnson snuggles up just off Weldon's right rear quarter. They come out of turn number 2 now. Johnson with a run. Johnson with a big run. Coming down the back straightaway, the 2 cars side by side. Weldon with a half a car length lead. Maybe has Johnson by a fender. They go into turn number 3 now. Johnson with slight lead as they go into turn number 3. Johnson snuggles the car down. The 2 cars now side by side. The side draft, turbulence, slows Weldon down just a little bit. They come out of turn number 4. Turn number 4 onto the front straightaway, into the tri-oval. Into the tri-oval, they're coming to the start-finish line. At the finish line, it's going to be Johnson by a fender. Woo, what a race. Johnson comes from 17th to take the win at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Tim Weldon finishes 2nd. Tina Martello coming from 16th to finish 3rd. J.R. Scow 4th. Troy Martin 5th. Chris Noble 6th. Shane Hood 7th. Seamus McConnell 8th. Travis Parrott 9th. And Kenny Cross 10th. That'll do it for this race from Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Johnson iRacing team on the Johnson iRacing Network. This is Aaron Johnson saying, go fast, turn left, have fun.